Check out. 390.
Mike 54.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. 11 Z. Begin. Right there.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mexico. Check 26, check 26. 6-6, pull it high. Tighten up.
Go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Mexico.
Here's Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Change Tusa.
On 1st and 10, Wagner. Got his man there complete to Gallup. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Raiders.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The open man here, Renfro. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Mike 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
On first down, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
Down. 50, plant. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wagner. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw on 2nd down, Wagner. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wagner. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Luck now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right there. Check, 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 check. Switch.
Come on. Hey, Charlie.
58, boys, 58, Mike. 6 man.
3rd and long, it's Luck. He's got a man open, that's Allen. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Now Gordon on 1st down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. This is Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Mike, check out. Blue 90. Here we go.
Play action. It's Luck. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Off play action. Wagner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here we go, set, 60 or.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Off the play fake. Wagner. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
You ain't doing nothing today.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing on first down. Wagner. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
To number 80. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again, Wagner. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Set. 10-2, sir.
Check 43.
New York worker. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. His pass caught at the 4. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check out. Green 80. Bandit. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Check out.
Now Locke. Safarian Jenkins has it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Luck now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Kane. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here,
and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Deon Kane, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, you.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come.
Be careful, be careful.
From the gun, Wagner. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, Delta.
Right there, 54, right there, right there, 54.
Throwing again, Wagner. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Fresno.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
Check Mike 54. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Back to throw. Wagner. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On the set.
Go against the mic. Don't let it breathe.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Got it. Hey, wahoo!
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
50, play.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Five.
From the gun, Wagner got his man complete over the middle. That's Bradley. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Gordon, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, D.
Back to throw. Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Maurice Hurst never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ready.
X3,
2-8-6.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Sneak him.
To throw on second down. Wagner. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wagner. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
61, matchbox lights. Alpha.
Looking to throw. Wagner. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Interception on the day.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it. Bring it.
Luck on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Hey, check. I got one. Hey, box drop.
58 the money. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Go, go.
58, come on. So we got man.
58, Bradley, go.
From the gun, Wagner. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a give right side. Rose. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on.
On.
Shift. Check three. Kill.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
I got it. Show it up. Show it up.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Wagner. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
54, hey, high 7, 54, 9.
Operating from the gun, Wagner. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
Come on, D.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Down to lose one. Right there.
Throwing is locked. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kane. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Luck, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
In your face.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Come on,
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Down, 18 Gator. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 3rd down, Wagner. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, Orvin.
Let him know. 54 Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to win it in overtime. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get on the field. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
2nd and 6. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but that's adopted in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here we go. Here we
A
go.
gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period